What's up, YouTube? What's up, Extreme Gains family? I'm Chuck. This is Extreme Gains. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today is Monday, March 7th, 2022. This is the AMC and SPY Algo Exposed daily update and preparation video for tomorrow and beyond. Real quick, I will not be live streaming tomorrow. It's going to be a Discord day. So I will not be out here for the market live stream tomorrow. However, I'll be back here at 9 a.m. Tuesday morning for the live stream, but I'll have an update and prep video that I'll put out tomorrow night after market close, like always. So just a quick reminder for that. I want to go over the regulars. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet and to the point. We're going to go over the snake algo for AMC, the macro comparative from the macro descending wedge prior to January 2021 run-up for AMC. And then we'll go over the macro comparative from the 08-09 overlay comparative on current SPY. And then we'll get the heck out of here. Dude, what a day today. Let me just say that real quick. The live chat, the Discord. I don't know that I've ever seen such a widespread community absolutely just leave a path of destruction in the market, making absolute extreme gains today. It was unreal. I'm going to put something together like I've been doing, like the little collage and shit to show today as a reflection. It was unreal. I did screenshot some of them. So as soon as I get that together, I'll post it up in Discord and I'll throw it up on Twitter for y'all to see. Just badass. Anyways, congratulations to everybody that kicked ass today in the market. You deserve it. Y'all are executing. You're seeing it. You're feeling it, and you deserve it. So congrats. All right, let's take a look here. Macro to macro. We're going to look at that first since I have it on here. That's the macro comparative from prior to the January 2021 run-up, which is indicated here. We're currently in this location of it. By the way, rewind a little bit here. Going back to yesterday's video, last night's update and prep video, with SPY, which you're going to see in a minute, and AMC, I called for I didn't, the overlays and the macro comparatives, as well as the snake algo on AMC, and both macro comparative for AMC and SPY were both indicating a potential short-term move up, followed by hard downside. That is exactly to the T what we got on both of them today. We did have a gap down this morning, and that's what indicated and caused the short-term upside move prior to this flush that we got today. The rest of the day, the remainder of the day. AMC did finish the day for you all that weren't privileged to be here with us today. Finished the day down 8.21% at $15.21 per share. Here is the macro to macro comparative. This is on the 15-minute chart, and this is its potential indication for tomorrow. Potentially somewhat of an ascending level of consolidation, followed by, and it doesn't appear that that will happen tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. That's tomorrow evening, so we'll see if we get that or divert. Depends on if we get this, right? So that's what it's indicating right now, potentially going into tomorrow. Then we have the snake algo. Now, I know I'm getting a lot of questions, obviously on Twitter and stuff. I'm not even going to entertain some of the dumb questions. If you haven't entertained the content that I've been putting out for the last 3 months, I'm not going to entertain the questions. I'm not a fortune teller. This is just something that I've come up with that works for me, and I've shared it and showed it on here since December. So do you and me a favor, go check out some content. Anyways, so Friday, let me go back. This was last week's snake, and we did divert a little nuanced move here on Friday. So with that came, back here, right here, the diverted nuance right here on Friday morning. But it brought another indicator and then a potential clip for a snake. So I clipped Fridays, and if we go back and we overlap one day like I tell you that I do, it would have given Friday and today's downside, back up to the upside, and flush out here today. The indication for tomorrow from this, on Friday's clip, if this were an indicator snake, the same as the macro to macro, an ascending level of consolidation, a bounce, and an ascending level essentially of consolidation. So that would be if I needed something to fill in until tomorrow, which I might, because as I've shown before and as I've seen in the past, if my current snake runs out on Monday prior to getting a new one on Tuesday, I will typically get an indicator snake that will cover the rest of that time until the Tuesday snake prints, if it will. And that's what that does. So that would be with Friday. Now, I was looking, typically I look for that indicator snake on Monday, and I got that today. We got the indicator today right out of the gate this morning. I clipped that. I overlapped one day into Friday. It would have projected all of today. And what does it indicate as well, potentially for tomorrow? An ascending level of consolidation. So we have the interim indicator snake from today. We have the interim indicator snake from Friday. And we have the macro to macro comparative. Where did I have that? Right there. The macro to macro comparative in the OG compressed version, all indicating essentially the exact same movement heading into tomorrow. So obviously, this is what I'm looking for. If we divert from this, I'm anticipating getting a snake tomorrow to be able to throw back on here and potentially give some insight into the rest of this week past tomorrow. But that's what I'm looking for from AMC. If this does break down to the downside and does not give this essential bounce and ascending consolidation, it's obviously, I've explained this before, it's a reevaluation of positioning that I typically go to first. I don't just invalidate something, right? We've seen that. I've shown you that time and time again, where invalidating too soon always seems to lead to pulling it back up and bringing it back up. So I'll reevaluate that if that were to happen. Maybe one of these would be one of the snakes would need shifted down a little bit, which would indicate the rest of that. We've had to do that in the past. It's not a perfect science. I'm still working this thing. I'm trying to nail these things down to specifics. It would be really cool to have that. So that's what I'm working on currently. Like I said, it's not a nailed down science, but it's worked thus far. And it's gotten a little hectic here recently with these quick interchanging snakes. I've shown you all that. I have had previous snakes lead for months. The one prior to all of these individual ones led to almost 2.5 months worth of macro movement. All of the blue on there are the previous snakes that I've had on here, minus a piece of one here that I never put back on there. But nonetheless, they seem to fulfill and work. So I'm going to keep working it. All right. SPY. Let's take a look at this. I also said this in last night's video. SPY could potentially get the short-term bounce to the upside, followed by hard downside. Exactly what we got to the T. I put this on Twitter as well. This is the macro overlay from 08-09. The correction and crash of 08-09 on top of current. I've been tracking this just like the macro to macro for AMC and just like the snake algos since I started streaming here on YouTube back in December. Every single day I've been going over these. It has been in this position the entire time, and here we are. So let me go to the 15 like I was on AMC. Like I said last night, talked about a short-term move to the upside, followed by hard downside. That's exactly what we got. SPY finished today down 2.95% today at 419.43. Again, we talked about this in the live stream today about the range, and you can see here sometimes you outrun the range, sometimes you don't fulfill to the upside. It's just a projected path. It's not a candle for candle projection. Could this have already fulfilled all of this range and preparing for a potential bounce up out of here to some extent that would coincide with what AMC is indicating? Yes. Could this continue to break to the downside and actually fulfill this range? Yes. That's why I said if AMC were to break to the downside, I believe I would have the snake in a staggered position that I would need to extend it for obvious reasons. But yeah, it could do either. So nonetheless, that is the macro to macro comparative and what it is potentially indicating, which right now could be almost either or as far as the levels go. This is not a level for level, as you can see in previous movements, and it's not candle for candle, as you can also see in the previous movements. It is a suggested path that has continuously fulfilled itself in that manner since back in September, October. So just want to make that very, very, very clear. Okay? All right, y'all. That's AMC and that's SPY going into tomorrow. That's what I'm looking at from the macro to macro on both of them, and that's what I'm looking at from the potential snake algo going into tomorrow. Once again, I won't be live here tomorrow. I'll be back live here on Wednesday at 9 a.m., but I'll put an update preparation video out tomorrow night after market close. Stay in touch. I'll reach out through Twitter tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care. Enjoy your night. Talk to you then. Later.